Graders, Mr. VC. I'm just going to jump you through this Desmos for those of you having trouble or really want to understand this. I noticed yesterday some of the IXL was not completed. Please, when you're done with this task today with Desmos, finish that. I will be grading both of them this weekend. So first of all, Desmos is the match my line for each, and this says the welcome. For each line, plot the point that passes through the given points. Let's get started. So basically what we're going to be doing is looking at the slope and slope intercept, which is rise over run. And then we have all of our different types of slope, positive, negative. I'm going to give you a link to this site. This is very useful. The y-intercept it shows you gives us the y-intercept form, which I'm going to comment on here in a second. So the first page, you don't have to do anything but read it. The next one, adjust the equation so the line passes through the points. You have a point here at the origin and then a point over here at 4, 2. So the slope is not 2, the slope is something less than 2 because the higher the number, the closer it is to the y-axis. The lower the number, if it's let's say a fraction, so I can go 1/2 just to test it. Oh my gosh, I got it right off the bat. But how did I get that? Let's look at this. If I go slope in our normal way, we go 1, 2, and then over 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not a simplified fraction. I can just put 2, 4 in, right? That's the same thing. 2, 4 is the same as half. It goes through the origin, so I don't need a y-intercept. That's it. Done with that one. Move on. So now they give you a whole list. Plot 6 lines. Each of these lines should pass through the origin and one of the 6 points. One is done for you. Then press check my work. So the way to do this is you got your first point here. You know it's going to be positive. It's going up. I rise over run from the origin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3 over. So that means it's y is equal to 5 over 4 x, and I can always check it. Boom. Oh, didn't get it. I messed it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Oh, I did. I counted wrong. So my rise was right, my run wasn't. So there you go. 5 over 3. Even Mr. VC makes mistakes. So I want you to note that these down here, these 3 points are definitely going to be negative slopes. So you're going to have to figure that out. So you're going to use the rise over run. Start with the line 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be negative, a negative slope. And then finally, this is going to ask you, they do put the slope intercept, I don't know why Desmos is doing it, but they do it backwards, where they do y is equal to b plus mx, okay, instead of what we commonly do. So they just flip these two, the b and the mx. That's called commutative property. So here we go. This one, adjust the equation so it passes through the points. Now remember, now we're back into slope intercept. So you got to move this line up. What's the y-intercept? Yeah. And you'll find the y-intercept, and then you'll try to go do the rise over run, and you'll match the line. Remember, I can see all of your work. This is another example, and this is the last one I'm going to show you, is once again, you have 4 points. Each line should pass through the point on the y-axis. In this case, it's a -2. Now, they set up the slope intercept backwards. It doesn't mean you have to. So I go y is equal to, and it's going to be, if I'm doing this point right here, it's going to be negative. So it's going to be something negative, and I start where the y-intercept is, and I go rise over run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's -5 over 4 x, and what's my y-intercept? Yeah, it's -2, -2. Let's see if that works. Boom. That's it. So you're going to need to be playing with this and doing all this. And then it gives you more questions and so on. Okay? And this one's tricky. Only adjust the slope. But that's not a problem. We can do rise over run. Count up, count over. Piece of cake. Anyway, this is another example, and you continue on. Once you are done with this, you need to go back to the IXL. I noticed a lot of you didn't either log in or didn't do it. Do it today. I am grading both of them. Have a great day. Quiz tomorrow on this. Enjoy it. Be good.